The nature of God. A. How wonderful it would be to know God. We have seen that God has made himself known in the Bible. What is he like? What does the Bible say about God? B. The Bible tells us many things about God. In this we will see what God is. There are 7 attributes which tell us about God's nature and 5 which tell us about his character. 2. The attributes which tell about God's nature. A. God is a spirit, John 4:24. He is not man. He does not have a body of any kind. In some verses in the Bible we read about God's arm, the eye of the Lord, etc. This may be simply a picture of God's power which can do anything and know everything. But since the Son of God became a man, it is now true that God the Son has a body. B. God is invisible, 1 Timothy 1:17. This means that we cannot see him with our eyes. Of course, we cannot see a spirit. Even though no man has seen God in glory at any time, he has been made known to man by Jesus Christ, John 1:18. Jesus said, "He who has seen me has seen the Father," John 14:9. Although people cannot see God with their eyes, they can get to know him in other ways. Because he is invisible, he has commanded man not to make any image or idol of God. C. God is eternal, Deuteronomy 33:27, Romans 16:26. This means that God had no beginning and will never have any end. He always was and will always be. He was before anything else came into being. We cannot understand this, but still it must be so. God who made everything else was never made himself. He who had no beginning started everything else. D. God is over everything, Psalms 95:3. He created many beings, some of them very powerful. Some have not obeyed God. But God has never created any being who could become more powerful than he himself. Nor has God created enough beings so that altogether they could keep him from doing what he has already planned to do. God will always be over everything and at the end will finish what he wants to do. E. God is all-powerful, John 42:2. All things are possible with God, Mark 10:27. God who made all things can do whatever he pleases with the things and beings he has made. Surely God can do what the beings he has made cannot do. If God does something like that, it is called a miracle. F. God is all-knowing, Psalms 139 1-4. He knows everything, even people's thoughts. We can hide nothing from him. G. God is everywhere, Jeremiah 23:24. This means that God can know and see everything that goes on in the world at any time. At the same time he is said to dwell in heaven, Deuteronomy 16:15, Psalms 113:5. Saying God is present at all times does not mean that he is pleased with all that is being done. God is holy and hates sin.